I actually think you're exactly right. That's what we're going to have to do, is go through and determine what areas would be suitable and which ones were unsuitable. And it may be that once underneath I-5 is cleaned up and the garbage and human waste is removed, and I'm way out on thin ice at this moment, but it may be for the interim, that may be a place where we would say, you know what, it's dry. And if we put in garbage cans and had porta-johns at the end of street ends, maybe we would decide for the interim that it would be suitable. Did you have a comment, Councilmember Gonzalez? Councilmember Burgess.
Thank you. I apologize. I have to be at another meeting at 11 o'clock, so I wish you all well.
Thank you.
I just want to share one concluding thought. In 2013, we had an ordinance presented to us that would allow city-authorized encampments, and the council defeated that ordinance at the time. Mayor Murray and others brought a different encampment ordinance back in 2014, which we passed, because it had much better management controls and accountability and reporting standards tied to it. And our experience with those authorized encampments has generally been positive, and it has allowed a place for people to go. And I think a much, much better approach to this issue would be to build on that experience and perhaps increase the number. I think we're at 3.5 today because we have one that's kind of in limbo here on Airport Way, but it would be much better, in my view, to build on that experience as opposed to taking the approach that this ordinance proposes, which would essentially allow this kind of camping in many, many parts of our city, and I think we create all kinds of problems when we do that. So that would be my parting comment, and I look forward to working with you.
Great. Well, we definitely will. I want to say thank you for coming. And in response to that, I want you to know
Are you clapping because he's leaving, or what he said?
Yeah. I do want to just say this. I believe that building on the managed encampments idea is something we absolutely must do. Increasing shelter is what we must do, 24/7 and accessible and low barrier and all of that. All of that is true. And at the same time, that is not going to end our problem. So what we're talking about today is the bigger vision of moving towards Barb Poppy and Pathways Home as fast as we can and dealing with the gap. I just want to keep coming back to that.
And the preponderance of our resources has been and should continue to go to permanent housing solutions.
Right.
That's critically important.
Very good.